TravelOz.
Inland of the reef and rainforest is this lush plateau which forms part of the Great Dividing Range. This is the Atherton Tablelands. We're about to travel through and down off the Atherton Tablelands from this station. We're at Kuranda, a station which has been billed as one of the most photographed in the world. That's because it's set in a tropical rainforest, and because the train trip we're about to set off on will take us on a journey rich in scenery and experiences. Well, this has to be one of the most scenically spectacular railways in the world. This is the train from Kuranda down to Cairns, I better hop on, which goes down a very, very steep pass down off the Atherton Tablelands. We'll see many, many waterfalls. It's so steep that there was a landslide recently which put this train out of action for 2.5 months. Up front, two powerful and colourful diesel locomotives. They've needed all the power they can generate to get up the steep climb from the coast. There's a festive mood on board, buoyed by the breathtaking beauty they're passing through. The train stops for 10 minutes at the first of these, Barron Falls. This is where the Barron River plunges off the Tablelands, almost 1,000 metres to the coastal plain around Cairns. These days, more than 1 million visitors a year take this trip. A very different clientele from the miners who once packed the carriages when the track was completed almost 120 years ago. Then it was a major engineering feat, with one of the most difficult sections to cross at a waterfall known as Stony Creek. The metal rail bridge erected here not only sits high above the ground below, but is also curved across the face of the falls. The train descends onto the coastal plain and into Cairns. Ahead for us, a change of trains as we prepare to travel from one end of Queensland to the other. From Cairns, we're travelling south, way south, down to Brisbane. We'll cover 1,500 kilometres over the next day and a half, and we'll do it by this train, the Queenslander. An early morning departure means we have all of today and tomorrow to take in the changing scenery, and change it does as we set off in the tropics, heading for the more temperate Queensland capital of Brisbane at the other end of the state. There's even a real train enthusiast, Steve Clausen, a former train guard, to sing to us as we travel south.
Way up in North Queensland, rainforest meets the reef. We get on board the Sunlander to start our journey south. We pull out from Cairns Station, past Paintfield left and right, travelling in Queenslander class through the Sunshine State. And we're all relaxed and settled in, we've had fine wine and dine. People wave and give a smile as we go rolling by. We're bound for Brisbane City, and we've all become great mates, travelling experience through the Sunshine State.
I love the fact that it's always on a holiday. You just feel like you're interacting with people, and it's just lovely. You get to talk to people, laugh with them, experience their journeys. It's just lovely. It's great. Some of the things you see is just absolutely divine. You see all these beautiful sunsets, you see the sunrise. The last couple of trips we've had some people do a bit of jive, and you get right into it. While I'm cleaning the glasses, I get up and have a little jive myself. It's great.
And we're rolling through the cane fields. When I get off that train, she'll be waiting there.
You do have a lot of people who sit down and have a bit of a chat, talk to us about, say, other train trips they've been on. And Yeah, just being able to interact with other people, different ages, different groups, different personalities. Yeah, you pick up on a lot, especially on the trains.
Well, it's nice and relaxing. The food's incredibly good. You meet a lot of nice people traveling. Yeah. It's nice and relaxed. And I enjoy driving, but it's also nice just to sit here and just watch the scenery go by and sit in a nice, comfortable chair.
We love train travel. We really do. This would be about the 4th or 5th time on the Queenslander.
The scenery changes so much from the rainforest up north to this sort of terrain we're getting now, and but it never ceases to make it boring. It's always interesting. It's always something around the next bend, you know.
Before we know it, 1.5 days of train travel have landed us at our destination, the sunny Queensland capital of Brisbane. We'll return here in our next program for an encounter with koalas.
Travel, travel.